I came across an STL for a Chevy K5 body build for my TRX. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Red, and on today's RC vlog, we are going to get into one of the lengthiest RC projects and builds that I have personally had my hands on. And this is going to be a long project, you guys, so let's take a look at what we got going on. If you've been following the channel, you guys, you know I've been dabbling in a 3D printing world, and I've been 3D printing all sorts of accessories and things for my rigs, all sorts of fun stuff for me and the kids, you know, just tons of fun stuff. And during messing around and looking for STLs, I came across an STL for a Chevy K5 body build for my TRX4 chassis. Right here is the part list for the entire body build. This is a massive build, you guys. Let's check this out. So, according to what I have here, I have a 30-part list for this entire build, you guys. I went through and I mapped it all out, which way I need to lay it, which way I need to slice it, how long approximately it's going to take. And let me tell you what, this is one heck of a list, but I think if I can knock this out and I can accomplish this, this is going to be a sick body build. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the numbers for the complete build. I also want to add real quick, these are approximate numbers, you guys. Times may vary and, you know, math may vary a little. What we have, you guys, to begin with was 5 days, 116 hours, and 613 minutes of 3D print time. Let me say that again. 5 days, 116 hours, and 613 minutes of print time. Now that's long and drawn out, so I went ahead and did the math on that, you guys. When I break it down and do the math, that is approximately 10 days, 6 hours, and 22 minutes of straight 3D print time. Now, realistically, you guys, that's not gonna happen because I go camping, I do things during the days. There's some times where I'm not going to have that printer running, and I can't have that printer running for 10, almost 11 straight days just to get the build done. So this is going to be a lengthy process, you guys, and we're just going to roll with it. This right here is the first piece of the K5 body build. If this one does not work out, you guys, the whole entire project will be scrapped. This is the biggest piece on the entire body. If this one don't work out, there's no point in doing the rest of the build. So here in a few minutes we should know. I think we are off and running. I think this is the one. It took me 3 times to get it put on the build plate right and to get the first layer to stick to the plate. I had a mess up there, but I think we're good. Now I have to hope the rest of this first layer gets down, and I think the rest of my layers should have no problems, and then it'll be a waiting game and hope nothing else goes wrong, and we'll go from there. All right, you guys, we are about, I don't know, maybe 3 hours or so in, and it's starting to look like something. I can make out a back wall of a truck bed, so see what happens, and hopefully everything's good by the morning. Checking in here, we are close to the 23-24 hour mark, somewhere in there. As you can see, everything is coming out fantastic. The supports are doing their job, holding the wheel wells exactly where they need to be. We're almost there, you guys. There you have it. It is finally complete. Holy cow. That was a crazy print. This print here was scheduled for 2 days, 1 hour, and 35 minutes, and took every bit of it. And honestly, I have to admit, that was a stressful 2 days, 1 hour, and 35 minutes. Now, as you can see here, we cut it close on the room. I mean, back here, we are running out of thread for our machine to go up and down, and I tell you what, man, that was cutting it really close, but we're done. Like I said earlier, this was the most important piece, because if I couldn't get this one done, which is the biggest piece for me, then none of them were going to happen. So this is a huge piece and a huge success. If you ask me, man, this came out freaking-tastic. I couldn't ask for a better print on this. I mean, how amazing. Turned out great. I'm going camping for a couple days, so my printer gets a well-needed break after that print. So when I get back from camping, I'm going to go ahead and hit it hard on a couple more pieces, and I'm gonna go from there. Let's do it, man. Let's build a body. All right, you guys, we are making more progress on the K5 body build. I have a plethora of parts here. I got doors, dashes, interiors, the bed, the hood, and on here we are working on the front end frame piece, I guess you could say. As you can see, this will be where the doors are and stuff, but I wanted to check in with you real quick and show you how close is too close to almost losing a 25, almost 26 hour print. If you can see right there, there is a bunch of spaghettied up, tangled mess that is not supposed to be there. If you can see as well right there, we have the support right there that was supposed to go out there and hold that. Something went wrong there. I don't know what happened there, but the support stopped, and man, we almost lost this entire piece in the last 15 minutes of this print. That would have been terrible. All right, man, well, let's carry on. All right, and here you have it, you guys. We have, as you can see, tons of parts to put together. I have a lot of painting to do. We have to come along, and I want to paint up the dashboard. I would like to paint the inside of the doors, interiors, you know, engines. I got engines to paint, you guys. Radiators to paint. You see all sorts of stuff in here I have to paint. I believe that is my next step, you guys. Now, I do have some fenders, some inner wheel fenders that I want to print. So now, you guys, I got a lot of painting to do. I have to decide on what color I'm going to paint this rig. And then I have to print some light covers and things like that. And we're in business, you guys, so we're almost there. What do you think about the paint job? What color would you paint this rig? This is the color scheme that I'm leaning towards right here. I really like it so far. I've looked at a couple of them, but for some reason this really pops out to me. So I think I'm gonna run with this one. And like I said earlier, you guys, this is gonna be a lengthy project. This printing took quite some time. Now painting is gonna take a little time because I really wanna make it look good. So bear with me with this project. I hope you stick around and see how it turns out. And as always, you guys, get a controller in your hand, get out and have some fun, and I hope to see you on the next one. And then, you guys, I came across an STL that I couldn't pass up. I came across an STL for a Chevy. I came across an STL for a Chevy. I came across an STL for a Chevrolet. I came across an STL for a Chevy K5 body build for my TRX. I came across an STL for a Chevy K5 body build for my. I came across a Chevy K5. I came across, and during messing around and looking for STLs, I came across an STL for a Chevy K5 body build for my TRX 4 chassis. I have no clue why that was so hard to get through. I really don't. Oh boy. See you on the next one.